I'm Mairi Budreau of the Art Naturally Studio and Gallery and the Art of Drawing Anything. As artists, we often face rejection. It could be the rejection of our work or the rejection of the time we spend putting into our work. It could be just an offhand comment, or we don't get juried into a show, or we do get juried into a show but we don't place. Or we're roaming around in the gallery where our work is being shown and we hear a comment made by somebody doesn't even know that we're the artist. I've experienced a lot of these things in my life, and over the years I decided that I would not grow a skin. I don't want to become tougher. I want to remain sensitive and empathetic. So what I've done is I've learned some new tactics. You know, when we're in school and when you look at the society in which we live in, we are taught what to think, not how to think. I've heard about this term critical thinking. I haven't looked into it, that they're teaching in schools now. I would imagine it's about thinking for yourself rather than just following the herd. But if that's what it's called, why do they have to call it critical thinking? Why can't it be personal thinking or original thinking? Anyways, that's just a side comment about it. What I do when I'm faced with someone who makes an offhanded comment or tries to hurt me, let's just say someone tries to hurt you. They want to offend you. Well, first of all, consider the source. If that's their purpose, you can decide to not be hurt. You don't have to feel it at all. It's a choice. That's something that they don't teach you. They don't teach you that you can choose your thoughts. We just think, oh, if such and such happens to me, then I should be hurt. And that's deeply ingrained in us. So if we first realize that it's been taught to us, then we can unteach it. That's the first thing. Next is when you do hear the words and you do feel the hurt, just in your own mind say, this person intends to hurt me. I refuse. I'm not accepting it. And I'm not going to strike back either. I'm just going to put up this glass wall. I can see you, I can hear you, but I am not going to feel what you want me to feel. I choose something else. I choose something better. Now, if someone makes a comment and it isn't intended to be hurtful, but you feel hurtful, you can use the same thing, right? They didn't intend to hurt you. You always must look at the intention of the person. So when you're wandering around the gallery and somebody makes an offhand comment about your painting and they don't even know you're the artist standing there, it's not intended to hurt you. They have their own reasons for saying what they're saying to the person who's listening with them, right? It has nothing to do with you. Now, if you feel the hurt, again, just say, they didn't know I was there. They didn't intend to hurt me. Now, you can also look at what their comments are saying as there may be a nugget of truth in them, in that they're actually pointing out something you need to learn. They could actually be giving you a gift of where you could go with your work, of where you can further develop. I've had my work looked at by jurors, and they gave feedback, and I disagreed. No. I worked from a photograph, and the photograph had that. But once I got past the emotions, and I looked, and I thought about what was said, I realized they had a really valid point. So again, you can either hold yourself back from learning because of your emotional response to some information, or you can just put that emotion over to here or let it go to sleep, and then just try to look at the information from an impartial point of view and think, wow, yes, this is good. I've learned something here. And I've also learned something about myself, is that I don't have to feel this hurt. Some of us, when we hear these comments, we just fold in on ourselves. It's like the straw that broke the camel's back. We just collapse into this mess. And it can stop us from working for weeks, months, or years. And it doesn't have to. You've got to exercise your choice about your reaction to what you hear. You can diminish the effect tremendously. I mean, what's more important? To lose time in your creative progress or to progress? Which is more important to you? Make that choice. Being an artist is a huge undertaking, depending on the degree in which you make it your life. If it's everything in your life, it's really important. If it's a hobby, well, it's a hobby, and it's a good one, right? It's good to have diversity in your life. But still, do not let the comments hurt you. They are important, and you've got to look at them after the emotion has passed. Look at them. If they actually have some virtue, some actual teaching in them, great. Take them on. What can you learn from it? If it's just garbage, then where should garbage be? In the garbage bin. You know, when you think of sound, which is voice, which is words, which is thoughts, let's go back to sound. My voice coming to you is a bunch of sounds, and if you didn't understand my language, you wouldn't be able to understand what I'm saying. It would just be a bunch of sound. You could look at hurtful words or words that hurt you in the same way. They're just sounds. So, I hope that this little bit of insight will help you move on from any pains or hurts that you have experienced in your art life and any that are coming towards you. Look for the nugget. There may be some beautiful message hidden behind a criticism. And if not, just let it fall away and be the strong, resilient artist that you are, and pursue and carry on with your passion in art. I'm Mairi Budreau for the Art Naturally Studio and Gallery and the Art of Drawing Anything. That's all for today. Bye now.